folks, and welcome back to my channel. Today, as we saw in the short, I'm going to unbox this bad boy. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check what's the packaging like, what's the item itself like, and how realistic is it. Now, it was featured recently on the Hornby magazine, which I buy regularly, so stick with me. Click subscribe if you haven't already, and welcome to the channel if you've never been here. And we are going to go ahead with the unboxing, so hang on. So first impressions are that it looks fantastic. However, Hornby, one of the complaints I've got, I used to work in the whisky industry and we sold premium products. This bag hanging down here doesn't showcase the item very well. In fact, it hides some of the items, so if that was sitting on a shelf and I was part of your sales team, I'd be like, what are you doing? So whoever's packaging these for you, just remember it is a premium item. These locomotives aren't cheap. Looking at the box itself, it's fantastic, it's in great shape, no nicks or cuts anywhere, really good. Looking at the end of it, Class 47, City of Truro. Now it does say what the maximum radius is, the minimum radius is 438mm. Now, I googled it, and that's your second radius curve. So what does that mean? If you go with a first radius curve, it will likely derail, which is fine. The warning's there, but that is part of the hobby, that you need to know these things. There's probably some people out there, that get far more experience than me on this. So feel free to comment, give tips to anybody else that's reading this with regards what the do's and don'ts when buying a locomotive. All in all, the packaging's excellent, so we'll move on to the next stage. It's always a challenge to try and get these boxes open without damaging them, but I shall try. But I'm going to skip that for now, because if I do rip it, I'm going to swear too much. So, next slide. So yes, I managed to get it without ripping it too much. So what I'm going to do is very gently slide this off and see what comes next. Well, the truth of the matter is, I don't know what comes next, but we shall find out. So, still looking absolutely fantastic. We've got this little protective cover here, which is great. Now I'm going to have to unpick that without damaging it. But to do that, you can see the tape, top and bottom, just holding that on. I don't want to damage it too much, so I'm just going to very gently slice that off camera, so you can see it, but generally very good, well packaged, well protected. Happy with that. And as if by magic, the front cover's off it. Came off with a wee pair of scissors. No issues whatsoever. Now, what is this? Can I get that in focus? Attached nameplates using blue tag. Not suitable for children, so that's what the mystery item is. It's little City of Truro etched badges that will go on either side. Nice touch, I like it. Fits well with the hobby. So I suppose the next thing is to get it out of there and get a closer look. So I'm not going to do that in camera, I don't think, because one-handed I might break it, or I might damage one of the little latches at either end, so give me a second. And here she is, very nice. You can see some of the details on that are absolutely fantastic. Now very quickly I'm going to switch to what it looks like in real life, so you can understand that. And I hope you can see from that how good this is. The detail that Hornby have put on this is amazing. When we go to these little warning signs now, the camera might shake a fraction when I do this, and I'm not sure if I can get proper focus, but you can see these little warning signs. See the shock absorbers. What I do know about Hornby is they go to great detail to try and simulate. I once watched the programme, I can't remember what it was on, whether it was the BBC or something, but I watched the entire series of how they send out some of the design team to take very detailed photos of the real thing, and none of this is made up. They even go to the trouble of counting rivets, counting bolt heads, different types of bolt heads, counting the amount of gaps in the ventilation systems, the amount of ribs going down the side. This will all be realistic, and I have to say, hats off to Hornby, this is fantastic. So I suppose from here, the one thing we all want to know is, when you buy it out of the box, does it actually run? Some fantastic detail inside there too. Love it, absolutely love it. I'm going to sit down and attempt to zoom out without making the camera shake massively. Nice weight in it as well. Yeah, really nice Hornby. So let's go and try it in the track and see what happens. Now, you've came this far. If you're not a subscriber, please do click subscribe just now. If you are, thank you for coming back. Appreciate it. Appreciate any likes and comments, especially for experts to point out things I don't know, but you might. So yeah, to the layout. So here we go. I'm going to use this little red thing that Hornby give with their basic train sets, or I think you can buy it as well. Helps you get it on the track without any trouble. Feels good in the track. Some side shift, but I guess that's designed into it. I'm going to take that out and, well, really, all I have to do is turn the knob and see what happens. And away she goes. Oh, love it. Looks really, really good in my layout. It sort of fits with the time that I'm trying to get. How does it go? Slow? Very, very well. Very smooth. I want to go backwards. Very smooth. Motor's a little noisy, but I guess that will come down. And I think that is a success. I think it's a really, really good example of what Hornby can do. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. So, like I said before, if you're a new visitor, subscribe if you like. And if you're a returning subscriber, then thank you very much for your time. Thank you.